Hey, my name is Corey. I'm from EarthQuaker Devices. We're here at NAMM 2020, and I'm very excited to share with you some improvements and a reinvention of our very popular effect, the Afterneath. Now, the Afterneath is a really unique type of reverb that we create that's based upon a bunch of individual short delay lines. And each of these delay lines you can be sort of having control over smearing them, pulling them apart, and getting really unique textures. So the actual voice of the Afterneath remained the same, but we've added some really awesome and then also really highly requested features. A few of those new features being expression control over the drag. And the drag is the heart of the Afterneath, and that sort of creates the relationship and determines the way the entire pedal operates and the controls behave together. So we've included that. It has our flexi switching technology, which enables the pedal to be used as momentary or latching switching at all times. And also with that, we have the option for tails. So it's a buffered bypass switching pedal now that has the options for trails or no trails. And the way that you can engage or disable that is by unplugging the power, holding the stomp switch in, and plugging it back in. It'll alternate between those two playback styles. Aside from that, and I think the coolest new feature of the Afterneath is that the drag parameter, like I said before, now it contains 9 different modes, and each of the mode defines how the drag operates. So what I mean by that is that I'll just give you a few examples of different various quantization states of the drag parameter. So I don't have an expression pedal with me now, so what I'll be doing it is with my hands. So the normal Afterneath, as it was before, is like this. So the drag is all the way up. You hear that morphing of it? That's changing the entire system communication for each individual parameter and the way it operates. It actually becomes a little bit more hi-fi and refined. Then we have this unquantized mode with slew. Now this is a really interesting mode that kind of separates a very, it's a musical delay that happens in between each of the parameters. So here we go. Yeah, so that's a really interesting way that the system kind of bends and pulls itself as if you were kind of turning up like an old delay. Then we have some really other interesting modes that go through. There are various quantized modes, so you have 1 volt per octave unquantized. Then you have chromatic modes, major and minor, pentatonic, octaves and fifths, which make tuning your reverb, the actual space you're playing with the notes that you're, being able to tune the space around your input is a very unique way, rather than just tuning the input itself. So if I put it in one of the major or minor modes, and I go to play a chord, I will twist the drag knob, and you'll be able to hear the quantization happening. Yeah, so it's really it might be a little bit hard to hear, but I'll do it again. And that's one of my favorite ways to use, especially with an expression pedal, to kind of really tune your actual ambience to what you're playing to. Also, we are announcing this today, but it will be available everywhere and shipping April 15th. And it is the lowest price of the Afterneath yet. It'll be $199 USD.